It's your favorite realtor, and today I'm coming to you from Mimico proper, right here at 11 Struthers. We're down by that lake. We're a stone's throw from the Mimico GO station. We got shopping, restaurants, bakeries, all right here at our fingertips in one of Toronto's most sought after and secret neighborhoods, Mimico. Friends, I can't wait to take you through this property today. We have 3+1 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, a main floor bump out den. We got a rear mud room with a powder room. We have unusually high ceilings, my friends. Mark that for all you tall people. We got beautiful high, huge basement down there just waiting for you to reimagine. We got big, beautiful bedrooms, and we have all these amenities inside of a house in an incredible location. I'm authentically excited to take you on this tour today. Let's get inside 11 Struthers. Coming inside to our space, my friends, the wood, the neutrality, the cross light in here, the feeling of old meets new will melt your heart instantly. We come in here off what I like to see as our main front hall mudroom foyer. I'm gonna show you why real quick. Let's back up and come back in after I show you what I think you should do with this front porch. Coming back outside, now I love this front porch and I can picture the perfect rocking chair, that cup of coffee, a glass of wine maybe. But when it comes to Mimico, I think families, and I see this space and I see the opportunity to what? Put in a big window here, a nice front door, another kind of shorter window here, and build in bench seating, storage boxes, hooks galore, and make this your mudroom right off that main level. You don't have to go to the city and get a big, we're doing an addition to do that because you already have the square footage. You would just go and apply to close this space in, put some heated flooring in here, bada boom, bada bing. You've just added a huge amount of sweat equity and utility to a house that's already full of so much, that has so many check boxes, you're just not gonna believe it. And that's why we gotta get back inside so you can start to see it for yourself. Come on. We step into our living room / den space. People, where do you see this? Big, huge living room, 2 beautiful matched windows with the perfect spot for the big screen, the spot for the oversized couch with the cocktail chairs, more room for storage, dressers, side tables, you name it. Warm original hardwood floors, gorgeous glowing original Craftsman down by the lake Mimico trim with this bump out at the front that gives us the work from home office, the kids playroom. Put some doors on here, close this off. You see $2 million, $3 million houses and they have this little room at the front. This is a huge upgrade. And when I start to show you the upgrades in this house, like the potential for that mudroom, this office, the powder room on the main floor, the ultra high basement down there, you're gonna say, wow, 11 Struthers really has a ton of these extras we're not seeing anywhere else. And at that price point, we gotta call Mike. Let's see some more. Coming through, look at this gorgeous warm dining room space. Again with the book matched windows. Craftsman, whoever built this house, put a little bit of extra panache into it. Beautiful high warm baseboards in here. We got the plate rail, the trim around these original stained glass windows. The charm and the character goes so well with these walls, with these floors, with these ceilings. Really warm and cozy in here and yet super spacious. Looking into our massive, and I do mean massive backyard, private, green, lush. You're going to fall in love, my friends. I know my job is to sell real estate, but when it's houses like this, I don't have to work that hard. I come in, I'm hit immediately with value and excitement and just energy from a property like this. And it's all because of the care and the features that go into making this property so special. And with a yard like that, it can't be beat. This all pushes through to our kitchen space. Let's take a look at that. Stepping into our kitchen, friends, here's a kind of original kitchen, but really high quality cabinet made with extra love in here. Tons of storage. We got this whole nook here, nice preparation spot, room for the full-size fridge and the easy clean full-size stove. Look at this, more room over here, great sink, trendy, fun, kind of throwback cabinets with a modern element that kind of lets them be usable today. And now I think with a house like this, whoever buys it's gonna go, man, we got an amazing price with huge amount of opportunity, but there's some things we might wanna tweak. So down the road, yeah, you might wanna redo this kitchen, take this wall out to our dining room. Check this out. Two-way butler's door here, nice warm original wood goes through, and look at that picture. Imagine opening this up. Now, hey, this works the way it is. I'm telling you, you can come in here and make this last for years. We got the eat-in setup, huge bright windows bringing in that natural light, flowing out to a rear mudroom with laundry and a powder room. That's right, I said powder room. Love the flooring in here. It's like a vinyl terrazzo, goes great with our original features and elevates it at the same time. Tons of usability, modernized, ready to go, and this arc that takes us to the future of possibility. Let's see some more. Now here's the space for the mudroom. It's already here. You come off that family driveway. We got a side entrance, we got a back entrance, we got a fully fenced yard with a gate. The kiddos come in here. There's the bench, they put on their shoes, they get their coats on in the morning, they pick up, they get their bag and they go to school. I was just thinking this is exactly the kind of thing you could create at the front of the house and then have your laundry back here, have your powder room. You set it up however you want. What I'm getting at is you got about, I don't know, 7 by 8 in here, or 7 by 7 space with this powder room. That's a ton of utility. All these principal rooms are large in size. You got a generous size kitchen. Then you get that bump out with the den, the bump out with that front mudroom space, the bump out with this rear mudroom space, and we're really getting into some sizable square footage. And I love that my eye line when I come in the door shoots right through into our backyard, and that's the money shot. Check out this powder room quick. So often I hear, oh, we want a powder room, we want a high basement, we want kind of an office area plus 3 bedrooms. We'd like a mudroom if we could get one. We want an amazing Mimico location down by the water. And I go, whoa, 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 what's the budget here? 1.6, 1.7? Well, you don't have to have that budget and you get all of those things with 11 Struthers. Powder room on the main floor, modern, updated, large vanity, great spot for the throne. That same cool kind of terrazzo flooring in here, ready to go for kind of one level living setup if you needed that. You gotta love this space. I know you're thinking what I'm thinking. This is a good one. Let's keep going. Coming up the stairs past another stained glass window, my friends, come on. The charm, the character, and the touchability of this house. That's a weird kind of word to use, but when you find yourself down by the lake in a Craftsman, you are gonna reach out and touch this woodwork, this original woodwork, and you'll see, especially with this banister and the trim and the baseboards in this house has been impeccably maintained, and you can feel it in the fit and finish, and everything is so well characterized and kept that you can just come in and enjoy it and have that little bit of vintage throwback with all the modern elements. It's the best of both worlds, and I know for a fact that a lot of buyers are looking for just that, and you get it here. Just love this. I'll give you the lay of the land here, my friends. Big, huge bedroom at the front of the house. You're gonna get the king size in there, no problem. Follow the gorgeous hardwood into these other 2 bedrooms. Cameraman standing just in front of another bedroom. We get a full-size bedroom to my right. Linen closet and large family bathroom tucked in this corner. Let's take a look at this front bedroom. Friends, look at this. Imagine the king size. You definitely have room for it with the double side tables. Tons of room for the dressers in here too. And we have a walk-in closet. You gotta love that feature. Warm hardwood, high baseboards painted out, giving us a little bit of a different vibe up here. Really great bedroom, guys. Getting tons of that natural light. We got a big valance here so you could have nice closing blackout blinds to ensure you're gonna sleep in early in the morning. But what I can tell you is you're gonna open it up and enjoy the light. This house is all about the light, the character, the depth of it. You're gonna feel that when you come in and take a look. Let's see the next one. Loving this bedroom too, my friends. And we've kept some, like this is the wallpaper that was here. And I'm going, this has got some character and texture to it that you can't recreate. You know how expensive it would be to buy designer wallpaper like this? All this stuff is back in vogue. We have it going down the hallway. We got it going down the stairs to the lower level basement. I love it. I would keep it this way. I'm not just saying that, and that's exactly why we kept it this way. Big window heading out into that oversized yard. Can't wait to show you that. 1, 2, 3 closets here, kind of a built-in style. Really good utility and function in that. Works perfect. And room for that queen size and a dresser. Great bedroom, love that. Situated at the back, getting that southern light. Let's see more. Coming into bedroom 3. Now look, we got a single bed in here and a desk. No problem getting a queen in here. We didn't do that. We did this to show kind of the office space with the bedroom. Tons of room for a dresser over here. You're gonna get the full queen size. You can even have a dresser over there. You got a nice window. You got that same hardwood painted out trim in here, giving us the different vibe. Another great bedroom, honestly larger than the typical 3rd bedroom that I'm seeing in this type of house, which is why from the beginning that I came through this house, I went, oh, definitely a special house. There's definitely more going on here. The buyer's gonna get a lot more out of this, and you'll see I'm not done yet. Now, I don't normally stop and brag about the linen closet, but check this out, people. That is one heck of a large linen closet. Let's get an insert of this inside of that. What I'm thinking is, you could turn that back room into more of a mud room if that's what you're after, and take that stacker, washer, and dryer and install it in here. Yeah, you gotta do a little work, but the good things are worth doing. Imagine having 2nd level laundry up here. You have the space for it. Yeah, you gotta get a couple permits and stuff, but once that's behind you, you got the 2nd level laundry. You know you love it. Let's check out the bathroom. Really good sized bathroom in here, guys. You could have the double sinks. You got the great spot for the throne. This was a typical tub stall, and they put kind of a more accessible, easy to step in shower. Use it this way, it's gonna work. It's got a nice vinyl surround, the really easy to maintain and clean. Or go back, simply put another tub in here, put the shower back in, and you got the old kind of traditional setup. Love seeing this. You have this, you have that powder room, and then you have an additional 2-piece down in the lower level, which I'm gonna show you really soon. Loving it. You have to see the value in that 2nd floor. And when you put it next to this main level, you're going, that's a lot of house. I know it, and I haven't even shown you kind of the cherry on the cake of this property. Let's go. First, let's just mention right here, what do we got? It's this separate side entrance, lots of space between the 2 properties out there, sunny, bright. So if you wanted to convert this lower level into a basement apartment or secondary suite for those in-laws, go to the city, you got a really good setup here, and guess what, my friends? You don't have to underpin. Coming down into our basement, hey, big tall guy that watches these videos and always looks at the pictures to see if he can stand in the basement. You can stand in this basement, no problems. This, guys, is worth $50,000 to $80,000, just the work to get a property to have the ceiling height down here, where you're not going, nice basement. And certainly in Mimico, this is an outstanding feature. It is worth so much coin. We got above grade windows, separate side entrance, and a huge footprint with tall ceilings. So come in, add the sweat equity, finish this. You could take this out and put a steel beam in and open this whole space up. And that stuff is nominal cost next to the cost and expense of digging this out. You got a lot of value here. Full storage room in here, lots of clean open space around here, storage under our stairs. More and more storage as we come through. We got another full set of laundry here. Think about that. This is your laundry if you want to kind of open up that back mudroom space. Of course, imagine having double laundry down here and up on that 2nd level. Don't get me started. Behind this door, we have a separate entrance to the backyard. Just look at the natural light coming in from there. People, that's 2 entrances to a lower level. This here is a drop ceiling. Let's just take a quick peek so you can see. All the height goes way up, so we're all the way across this ginormous height. In fact, it was so high, the owners dropped the ceiling because they had room to do it. Well, this is just that temporary stuff. It comes down in an hour. But look it, this takes months to do, and it's done for you, and you don't have to write the check. You can just make a mortgage payment. So much opportunity. Can you feel that I'm excited about it? Keep coming. Nice, not old furnace here, ready to go in good condition. And another storage room back here. Dry, insulated, we got the spray foam, another window in here, and you can see lots of updates to plumbing and stuff. And this comes out, I believe, underneath that back mudroom. So we get a proper foundation underneath there, which is gonna keep it warm and toasty, and you're not gonna be in that mudroom and that powder room wishing that it was better renovated at some point, because it's done right. You got it. You can see it. This is what I'm talking about at 11 Struthers. And as your final addition down here, we have a 2-piece bathroom, a little bit vintage, but it's here. You know, when you got a full house and you don't have the money to fully do this, but you just put your rec room in there, put the beam in, do the big screen TV, get the theater going, you still have a decent little bathroom down here. You don't have to go upstairs. That's a bathroom on every floor. Guys, I know you're not seeing this, certainly not in this price point, definitely not with all these bells and whistles looking like this, and certainly not in Mimico. Let's head outside to our fully fenced backyard. We head down the stairs to our patio stone terrace. It's kind of a courtyard out here. This is exactly the way this was being used. Outside, surrounded by flowers and gardens, eating with the family, barbecuing. I'm listening to the birds are actually chirping so loud. I'm like, oh, this is magic back here. You can see how stately and well kept the house is. This is that entrance down to the lower level. It's got a shield on it right now, and that's just to keep, you know, debris and water out. You could certainly revamp this and do it however you like. Love that this also would really lend itself to a nice big deck back here, because you know you're buying a house, you want to build that deck with your friends in the summer. Well guys, there's no better place to do it. And look at the size of this yard. Not only do you get a massive garage, look at all of the space here. Lovely modern fence, tons of room for plantings. Great sunshine here because we're getting that southern exposure. So your plants, your veggies, all of that stuff, your kids, your dogs, they're gonna grow with that vitamin D. And it even goes behind our garage. So this big block garage, you own half of it. And you can see this comes all the way around. Tons of privacy, mature tree, all these lovely plantings. This is the kind of backyard you want to invest in because it's going to invest right back every dollar into your family. Let's see a bit more. Here's our garage, my friends. Big enough for a car. Look at this. Nice and wide, nice and deep. You got the windows in here. This would actually make a great workshop. Now, I'm all about the potential for this house. I love all the space. You can go up higher with this. You could open this up, put a glass slider in here so that this almost becomes like a studio that's part of the yard. That would be incredible. Put a back entrance in it. The point is, it's here. It's right on the property line, which you wouldn't be allowed to do anymore. And it's ready to go, block built. Tons of potential, which really is the name of the game when it comes to 11 Struthers. All right, let's head back out front, talk a little bit more about this house, this property, and why you just gotta get down here. Coming down the side, back out to our front facade. This tree's just budding. Got a great spot here to take a look at 11 Struthers and all it has to offer. So close to that lake, so quick up to that GO train, my friends. Major transit arteries, so close, 427, the Gardner, that bus line to Bloor. You really get the best of all of the city. You really get the access to all the main points of the GTA, downtown and beyond, and yet that quiet feel that only Mimico brings. All right, my friends, let's go back inside and talk a little bit more about 11 Struthers. So what makes 11 Struthers stand out? For me, it's the undeniably long checklist of attributes that this property brings to the market that I'm not seeing anywhere else. First, it's the undeniable charm and character of the original craftsman, the original hardwood floors with details like the stained glass, but also the front porch and these modernizations like having a powder room on the main level, another powder room in the lower level, and a modernized bathroom upstairs. We got this incredible space at the front for that front mudroom or leaving that porch, which I love. and you already have that rear mudroom that has main level laundry and that powder room in it. So unheard of in this price point. We have that bump out at the front, that den. That's a special space, my friends. That allows that living room space to really breathe and get a little bit more compartmentalized, where we get a kid's space, an office, a little bit more division, which is really back in trend because nobody wants these big open fish bowls anymore. We gotta know what each space is defined. Loving that kitchen, tons of usability, ready to have, but also ready to reimagine when the time is right. Get your designer, get your imagination, get your creativity, and make this house rock, because that's exactly what's gonna happen when that happens. You go upstairs, you got these big, generous bedrooms, all with great storage. You got a great hallway, and then that big closet that's just asking for that second level laundry, or just a huge family linen closet, which is really usable. I mean, let's be honest, practicality is a big thing when it comes to real estate. Now, talking about practicality, that lower level basement is the best sweat equity you can spend. And I talk to people day in and day out about underpinning and the costs associated with going from 6.5 feet to 7 or 8. You do not have to spend that money, go through that renovation, because you have that deep, high basement. People, I do not kid you, talk to your realtor, call me. That is the #1 amazing attribute of this property, beyond the location, the way it looks and all of that. It's got a fully high basement. This era of Craftsman, it's almost unheard of. Now let's throw it out to that yard. Big, huge, private, beautiful yard. You can see the care that's gone into it. It's ready for someone with a green thumb. We got that big garage for your bikes and your kayaks, the stuff you're gonna have to get when you come down to Mimico, because your lifestyle changes in this community. It becomes about the lake, the waterfront trails, our parks, our community centers, our swimming pools, our tennis courts. It's undeniable and it's contagious, so get ready. Now, what puts Mimico on the map and makes it so undeniably undervalued as far as I'm concerned is we have probably the best transit in all of the city when you consider what you get in your lifestyle at home and how quickly you can be in the center of all our action of our major metropolis. That's undeniable. Then you add in the element of a lake, and back to that thing I was saying about your lifestyle changing, your activity and your vibe and your health for you and everyone in your immediate family going up a level. Well, that's worth, I don't know if you can actually put a price tag to it. Maybe it has infinite value. Our community has schools, community centers, a strong community. You feel it here when you come and you meet your neighbors at the corner store, or you're up at the bakery getting a pizza and your friends there getting bread for dinner. That's where you are. That's what we're all after, that feeling of community, safety, friendship, and it's nowhere better or more pronounced than it is in Mimico. Friends, it's no big surprise, I'm Mimico's #1 fan, and I'm here to share it with you. If you have any questions, please give me a ring, come on down, we're always here. In the meantime, it is a beautiful spring day. I think I might just finish my coffee out on this front porch and have a few thoughts. You guys, you can do whatever you want. You just can't do it here any longer. So I'll have to, well, cordially invite you to get the heck out of here.